The key to getting more sales and increasing your profit on Amazon is through your organic rank. We can increase your organic rank through SEO optimizations on your listing copy. In this video, I will walk you through the best practices on how to optimize your titles, your bullet points, description, and A+ content. So diving straight in, why is your listing copy so important and why should you be spending extra time making sure that you get all of these fields correct? Well, it does two things for you. First of all, it helps people to find your listing by making you index for more keywords and also by increasing your organic rank. But then second, it also helps to educate customers more about your product. This is through showing the key benefits, features of your product, as well as technical aspects. Now, a lot of the time you'd want to put these mostly in your images, so your infographics, your lifestyles. However, they don't always fit well into these images. So that is when you can use your bullet points, your description, your A+ content, etc. So taking a look here, we'll start off with the most important front-end field. So that's going to be your title. So why is your title so important? Title keywords are prioritized by Amazon when it comes to ranking. So the keyword phrases you put in your title have far more stand-in than the keyword phrases that you put in your description, your A+ content, alt text, or even your back-end search terms. Your title helps to drive clicks and traffic. So even though your main image is the main driver of traffic to your listing, your title does also play quite a big role in that. It's also going to help to set customer expectations. So if they see your title and there's a lot of misspellings and just general keyword stuff and they can't see good information, they're not really going to trust your product that much. So there's going to be a big lack of trust there. That and first impressions very much along the same line. What is the customer's first impression of your listing? Does it look professional? Does it just look like something that some random person has slapped together and not put much effort into it at all? So here, looking at the structure of your title, that's the first thing. So you always want to start with the brand name or your product name. Don't start straight away with a keyword phrase. However, if you can find a keyword phrase that is super relevant, that matches your product name, or describes your product perfectly, then you can start with that at the beginning of your title. But generally it's going to be the brand name and then the product name, like the first 5 to 7 words. After that, you want to hit one, maximum 2 key benefits. These are like the key selling features, selling points of your product. Then technical aspects are like size, weight, if it's a pack of 2, etc. If it's made in the USA, you want to make sure to put that front and center there. And then lastly, we fill the rest of the characters out with keyword phrases. So I'm going to dive into exactly what type of keyword phrases you can use in your title a little bit further down. So next we have character limits. Most categories are going to have a limit of 200 characters. However, some of them are going to be 150. So clothing, accessories, travel, electronics, lighting, all of these categories are going to limit you to around 150 characters in your title. You can't go over that, otherwise Amazon, one, won't accept your updates or they will suppress your listing. But what is the optimal length of title? So like I said before, it depends on what category you're in, but you always want to make sure that you're putting as many characters as you are allowed to in your title. If you can have 200 characters in your title, use up to 200. Don't just write 120. You want to use all of that space that Amazon is giving you. So now what types of keywords can you put in your title? Well, we've got high volume keywords that are relevant and describe your product, that are long tail phrases and that are not single or short tail phrases. So I'm going to show you some examples here with this particular listing that I pulled of these keyword phrases. So this product, it is a kitchen knife set. So we can see they've got the brand name and the product name, but then knife sets for kitchen with block. Now that is a very good long tail keyword phrase that is very relevant to the product and it describes the product as well. So they're not just using some random long tail keyword phrase, they're using a keyword phrase that is actually helping to describe their product. High carbon stainless steel kitchen knife set. Again, very specific long tail phrase that perfectly describes the product. It also has short tail phrases built in there, but overall that is a very, very good and relevant long tail phrase. Dishwasher safe knife block set. And then you can even break that down again. So knife block set with ergonomic handle. So there are 2 long tail phrases in there. And then lastly, we've got some seasonal phrases. So Christmas gifts for men and women. Second example here, some mushroom coffee. This one is more focused on conversion rate rather than discovery. So what they're doing here is they are showcasing a lot of the benefits of the product rather than keyword phrases for this product. So they've got mushroom coffee, but then they've got all the benefits here. So 6 adaptogenic mushrooms, USDA organic, instant coffee, MCT oil, USA grown, that's a big one. Better energy, focus, digestion, immunity, and then the types of mushrooms that they've got in here and the amount of servings. So this is just focusing more on conversion rate, so rather than discovery. So this title is really, really good, but it depends on what you're going for. Moving on to the next field that we would work on. So the bullet points. Why are the bullet points important? So you highlight the key benefits of your product. Key benefits, selling features. Any technical features. So if you're selling light bulbs, for example, you're going to show how many watts they are or what the Kelvin temperature is. Bullets are going to help with conversions because some people still read the bullet points, but generally that's going to be through your images, but it does still help nonetheless. You can also answer FAQs through the bullet points. So something we'll dive into in a bit more depth in the descriptions and how exactly FAQs are so important to have in your listing. That has to do with Rufus. So structure, you want to highlight key benefits features at the beginning of your bullet point. This is the same for every single one of your bullets. But in general, the structure for all of them, you want to have the biggest selling points at the top, technical aspects in the middle, and then general content at the bottom. This is going to be like made in the USA or family friendly, family fun, just like general content like that. Then you move on to character limits. So Amazon allows up to 500 characters per bullet. However, Amazon's recommended total for all of the bullet points is 1,000 characters. That's only 200 characters each. Longer rather than shorter. So you don't want to have a short bullet point that's only like 150 characters. You want to use a lot of those characters that Amazon has given you. But what is the optimal length? So you can see there's 2 different options here. We can have up to 500, but now Amazon's saying they only recommend 200 per bullet. Well, generally what we see is like 300 to 400. That's the best range to be in because you're giving a lot of information to the customer. You're still within Amazon's limit of 500, but then also that length gives you a lot of space for extra keyword phrases that you can work into your bullet points. So that brings us on to the next one. What keyword types are we going to use there? So we've got high to middle volume keywords that are very relevant, describe the product, long and short tail phrases, but this is the key point. They must fit naturally into the flow of your sentences. You can't just shove keyword phrases in there. You cannot keyword stuff your bullet points. They have to fit naturally into the flow of your sentences. So some examples here. This is a fridge, like a refresher. It helps to remove odors in your refrigerator. So check the bullet points here. They have their key benefit, key feature at the front of their bullet point, advanced catalytic decomposition technology, and then they have all the breakdown below. So one key thing to note here is that the start of your bullet point must always match what your bullet point actually talks about. You don't want it to be different because that's what's going to catch the customer's eye and make them actually read the bullet point. So let's look for some keyword phrases here that they are using. So we've got fresh odorless refrigerator up here. Refrigerator smell eliminator. There's another one. Keep looking through. We've got odor absorber in refrigerator, portable deodorizer, odor eliminator, and then again odor eliminator for small spaces. And then our next example, so this is a Blissy pillowcase, so made from pure mulberry silk. So check here what they are doing with their bullet points. They have nice big capitalized characters at the front of the bullet point highlighting that feature. They do a great job of that. Especially, yeah, take your hair from drab to fab, skin saving, better and cooler sleep, enjoy a fresher mornings. These are like really, really key selling points that they are drawing your attention to by making it capitalized. But then look at the keyword phrases here. They could do a lot better, but they still do pretty good with some of these. So we've got silk pillowcases over there. We've got pure mulberry silk. And they're just reusing a lot of their phrases actually, such as silk pillowcase, which they could mix it up a bit. Like here again, they've got silk pillowcase, silk pillowcase. So they're using that 3 times. So that's a bit of a waste. They could mix it up with some more longer tail keyword phrases. So like silk pillowcase for sensitive skin, things like that. Always keep that in mind when you're writing your bullet points, that you want to be using different keyword phrases. You don't want to just reuse the same one, and there are always a lot of different variations of a keyword phrase that you can use. Moving on to the third field on the front end. So we've got description. Why is your description so important? Well, we have Amazon Rufus. So Amazon Rufus is going to be looking at your description, pulling that out, helping to answer customer questions by the content of your description and your listing in general. It's the largest character limit of all the fields that we have, helps to answer customer FAQs, and it's perfect for unused keywords and phrases. So we've got two things here that we can look at. We can either look at Rufus for helping to answer customer questions. This is still very much in the testing phase, but Rufus is going to be far more prominent in the months to come as Amazon starts to improve those features there and as customers start to use it more. Then we also have discoverability. So this is going to be for all your keyword phrases. So with Rufus, Rufus is going to answer customer questions by checking the copy of your listing, and in particular, your description. So customer FAQs, fill out the description full of customer FAQs. You want to use all the characters that Amazon has given you there, as well as all the product details. So you can be super technical here, really break down every single little detail of your product. It doesn't need to be summarized like you would in the bullet points. Go into major depth here. Discoverability is when you really want to increase your organic rank on certain keyword phrases. So what we can do here is because the because the description is hidden when A+ content is active, we can then fill in all of our unused keywords that we haven't used elsewhere in the listing. Use all of them, whether they are single words or long tail phrases, whatever their search volume is, just shove them all into your description. Use all of the characters, all 2,000 characters, because again, that description is going to be hidden when your A+ content is active. So I've got two examples here. One for a description that would be good for Rufus, and then another one that would be good for discoverability. So both of these products don't have A+ content on them, which is why the description is shown. However, the description always stays there in the back end. So this first one, we've got a lot of very technical information on the product. So it's for a thermostat for underfloor heating. We've got some information on its design, easy installation, who it's manufactured by. Here's a key feature, built-in ground fault circuit interrupter, the indicator light best suited for. We've got all these different applications here. We've got a ton of features and benefits, 3 control modes, and then a whole bunch of technical info here. So if a customer was to go and they search in Rufus, like what is the load, then Rufus will return back this technical info. So 15 amps, 1800 watts at 120 volts, etc. Same as the floor limit range, so the temperature range, things like that. Then we have discoverability. So with this one, this description is just filled out with a ton of keywords, all separated by commas. So this is for a tie-dye kit. So ranking for all of these different phrases, or at least index for them. Clothing sets, tie-dye kit, tie-dye shirts for men, color safe bleach, rainbow top, shirts woman, summer clothes woman, tie-dye t-shirts for women. So many different phrases in here that product is ranking for. And again, no one can see this description on the front end if you have A+ content active. So it's essentially just free keyword real estate that you want to make sure you're using. Lastly, we are going to go over to our A+ content text. So this is the text under your images, not the text in your images. Big difference there. So why it's so important? The text outside of your A+ content images is going to rank for off Amazon searches. So in particular, Google. Now, the structure of them. You want to describe the image that the text is underneath. So this is going to be key benefits, features, very similar to the bullet points, but to not copy the bullet points. Because again, it's a new field. You can use new phrases here and they will rank as well. So keyword types, same as bullet points. High to middle volume, relevant, describe the product, long short tail phrases, and they must fit naturally into the flow of your sentences. Do not keyword stuff here either. So here are some examples. This product is a pad to keep your vegetables and that fresh in your refrigerator. So we can see outside of the images, they've got all this text. So text over here, text over here as well. All of this, that helps your product to be found better by Amazon search algorithm with all the keyword phrases in here. So like foam, fridge liners. What else have we got? We've also got refrigerator, drawer liners, all these different phrases. Amazon's going to rank you for them and Google's going to find you as well. Then we've also got these key features. So Rufus is going to find them as well and show that to customers when a customer uses Rufus. One more example here. So this text down here, this is perfectly describing the image. So the image, accurate pouring spout. This is a melting pot for lead ingots. So you can make like fishing weights or homemade bullets, etc. Accurate pouring spout. Then it breaks it down. And look at the use of keywords in here. So lead melting pots. What else have we got? We have in this one here, Hot Pot 2. Obviously, that's the name of the product. But all of these relevant, describe the image. They're not keyword stuffing, but also they're going to rank in Google searches. So there you have it. There are all the different fields that you have to make sure to get right when you are optimizing your listings copy. Many sellers often neglect the effect that proper SEO optimization on your front-end copy can have to getting your listing found by more people. They tend to focus more on the back-end keywords and the field that says generic search terms. But in reality, Amazon actually puts far more store on the keywords and phrases that are in your title compared to the back-end keywords. Lastly, please do not rely solely on AI like ChatGPT to write your entire listing copy. You can use it to help you to write it, but do not let it do all of the work and even finding your keyword phrases. You can help it along the way by providing the keyword phrases you want and using it to give you ideas on what to write about in your listing copy. If you're interested in seeing how we can implement our exact SEO, PPC, and graphic design systems that are proven to increase your Amazon sales directly into your business completely done for you, go to the link in the description below to schedule a free consultation call with myself. If you got value out of this video, check out some of our other videos on SEO optimization. We have videos on how you can use ChatGPT to help with your optimization, how to create a master keyword list, and even how to track your listing optimizations to ensure that they are successful. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned Amazon veteran, I guarantee that you will find something that can help you to increase your sales on Amazon.